Hey everyone, my name is Chris Lambert, and on this channel we talk Kanye West. And today we're talking the Good Friday songs from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies build up 10 years ago, and the fact that last week we were discussing will they or won't they come to streaming services, and then they didn't, which is pretty awful. I made this video here, which I am incredibly embarrassed by. But you can see, like, you search Christian Dior Denim Flow, which usually tends to be ranked as the top song on the Good Friday tracks, and just nothing. You just have these guys here trying to capitalize on the same title, but nothing came up. And the only real information that we got, Mike Dean, where if you're watching this channel, you should know who Mike Dean is, but in case you don't, legendary producer and engineer who did groundbreaking work in the 90s in a lot of the Southern hip hop world, and then has worked with Kanye from the College Dropout all the way up to today as both producer and engineer. You may know his guitar riffs from what Hold My Liquor, Devil in a New Dress. He did the synths on Stronger. Dude's a legend. But you can see that Kyle here said, Mike, what's stopping the Good Fridays from going on streaming? And it's a number of songs, right? Like we have here, which, I just brought this up as a reference point for the songs, not implying anything, but you can see there's the remix of Power, which is awesome, like Runaway Love, Devil in a New Dress, OG. I mean, this is what made the album. Good Friday, Lord, Lord, Lord. So Appalled, Christian Dior, Denim Flow, Don't Stop, Take One for the Team, Don't Look Down, which is one of my favorites, though it gets dunked on in this list here, which I did not like, but you have 14 awesome songs, a number of which ended up making the album, but most of them did not. So the fact that we just may never get those with an official release is kind of a shame. And Mike said they are all on YouTube. Listen there, which is practical information, right? Like you can listen to them there. You can find ways to download them, but it's just not the same as them being live on streaming services. I don't know why that is, like what the mental difference is, but it just feels like there's more power, more authority, more clout when they're on the streaming services. And I think they get their due rather than fans that want to put in the effort hunting them down and having them to listen to. It's just they deserve the acclaim. But here, this is the information that Mike Dean provides that makes sense. Like probably side artists, producer, like artists and producers, I'm guessing is what he's saying, clearance nightmare, as well as having to pay everyone. And yeah, that's another thing. You can see that there's so many people on these tracks, like Common, Pusha T, Kid Cudi, Big Sean, Charlie Wilson, Justin Bieber and Raekwon, Swizz Beatz, Charlie Wilson, Raekwon, Most Def, RZA, Pusha, Sci-Hi, like John Legend, Lloyd Banks, Ryan Leslie, Lupe, Carrie Hilson, like Beyonce's might be on. No, that's See Me Now, so not there. But then Christmas in Harlem, you have like so many people as well. So I do get that, and the amount of producers that were probably used, some of them that probably aren't in Kanye's like circle anymore. It just feels like there's probably a lot of legal work that would have to happen just in terms of contacting people, getting them to sign off, making sure that the money's flowing where it's supposed to go. Is that something Kanye really wants to put the time and effort into doing? Is that something that, I don't know, a label wants to put the time and effort into doing when the return on some of these songs might not be what's worth it given like the costs associated with just getting them onto the streaming platform? So as much as fans just think like, how hard could it be? Mike Dean, who's very much in that world, has the more practical explanation of like hard, like not easy. It would be a nightmare. Like his word is nightmare. So I guess that's what we got going on, and paying everyone as well. So that's kind of where we're at, which if that's the case, it's going to take someone putting in some like effort to make sure these songs get onto streaming platforms. And when will that ever happen? If it's not the 10-year anniversary, I don't know what would randomly make somebody want to release them next year or the year after or something like that. We might be looking at like 25 years or something in that case. So In the meantime, if you want to listen to songs, but like, look at this. Christian Dior Denim Flows at 3.2 million views and is just making this like random YouTube person all that money. Like, that's a lot of money that Kanye could be getting, somebody else could be getting. Like, at least Kanye put him up on his YouTube channel. I don't know. It's just wild to see the fact that some of these songs get this many plays despite never having like the media attached to them in the streaming era. So that's unfortunately where we're at with that, but I hope you get to listen to these Good Friday tracks. Wow, these Good Friday tracks sometime soon. You know, however you have to do that. And we'll be back with more videos in the near future. If you're enjoying the channel and you want to support, the easiest way is liking, subscribing, commenting, as those things tell YouTube this is a channel people like and they show it to more people, which is very helpful. And we also have our podcast, Watching the Throne, a lyrical analysis of Kanye West that you can check out on streaming services. And yeah. Okay, until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.